Hello, and welcome to OLAF'S Odyssey. We're off on yet another adventure, so let's go! The rivers are high and muddy today at the confluence of the Elk River and the Canal River. Had a lot of rainfall this week. That's unfortunate for the recreational boaters. It's usually a busy weekend for them on the river. Hello! Today's adventure takes us to the historic Carriage Trail in Charleston, West Virginia. This trail is 0.65 miles long and climbs about 180 feet in elevation. The trail starts just above the historic C&O train depot along the Canal River and climbs all the way to the top to the old McCorkle Mansion. Some of you may remember it as the Sunrise Mansion. So we'll check that out when we get to the top. When this trail was built in 1905, modern construction techniques with reinforced concrete had yet to be invented. So they used a lot of local stone, and all the retaining walls were dry laid. They've really stood the test of time. The trail is steep to moderate, but there's plenty of places to rest along the way. Benches in the shade. Also, during the summer months, there's a lot of activities along the trail. Arts and crafts, painting, music. So check the Charleston, West Virginia website, activities calendars. Find an event you might be interested in. Check it out. This is a really nice trail. Hope that didn't scare you too bad. So, why was this trail built? In 1905, a gentleman by the name of William McCorkle decided he wanted a fine home built on top of the hill. He wanted to be able to look out and see all of Charleston below. So before they could begin construction, they had to create a road in which to bring all the materials up, which was also used later as the main thoroughfare between the house and downtown. So that's why the trail was built. Now we know. It's important to note that when this trail was built, the primary source of transportation was still horse and buggy. So this trail was built with a gentle slope, so the horses were capable of traveling up and down the hill, carrying heavy loads. William McCorkle built this fine house, and it was known as the McCorkle Mansion. It was also known as Sunrise, which is the name that he gave the house. Later in time, the McCorkle family moved out of this house, and Sunrise Museum was set up here. Sunrise Museum was a great place for kids. They had a planetarium, a discovery museum, and at Christmas time they had a lot of Christmas trees that would represent an international flavor. And a lot of times we did field trips from school to come up and see the Christmas trees and learn history of every other country. Well, the home, unfortunately, is now not a public museum anymore. The museum was moved downtown. It's known as the Clay Center and the Avanpato Discovery Museum, which is a really nice place. But I miss the flavor of the old Sunrise Museum. But now this fine home is owned by some local lawyers, and they use it as a business office. So there's one final piece of history to tie this all together. Who was William McCorkle? Well, he was a local gentleman, raised here. He did go off to Virginia for his formal education and returned, where he served as a school teacher, as a lawyer, as a prosecuting attorney, and then became the governor of West Virginia. I believe he was the 9th governor. After that, he went on to become a financier, started some of the larger banks in Charleston, then merged into the great banking industry we have today. So there's the history on William McCorkle. Woo, today's a great celebration. 1 year and 1,500 miles of adventure, discovery, and travel. Can't wait for another 1,500. Well, that's it for today's adventure and discovery. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you'd like to be notified when a new video posts, please click the little bell for notifications. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Until next time, as always, adventure on.